Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest. We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it? He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
What up, peoples? Peace and blessings, man. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day off the break. I hope you got a chance to enjoy them, give them their flowers, share some smiles, some laughs. This is probably one of the days, if you don't do it during the year, today should be all about them. I just want to send my love to all of you, especially if you still have your grandmothers, your great-grandmothers, your mothers in general. Cherish it. Enjoy them while they're still here. Don't take them for granted. If you got any anger or resentment towards them, squash all of that nonsense, man. It's not worth it. It really isn't. Reflecting, right? I wish that I could say we went out today. We went to go get something to eat. We went to the movies, or we just had a son-mother thing. Well, life is demanding. It calls for us when it calls for us. And when it's your time, it's your time. But I'm grateful that I had her and them all when I got a chance to be under them. So don't take these moments for granted. I want to also pay my respects to Sabu. If you're a wrestling fan, you already know who this is. He passed away at 60 years old. So what I want to do is I want to ring the bell for them, for the parents that no longer are here, the ones who are mourning this day. And then proceed with the show, because there's some things that I want to talk about. The game, bro, you're hilariously disappointing to me, sir. But I digress. I want to give a moment of silence to all the fallen parents, everyone who didn't get to see this Mother's Day. And yeah, hold on a second.
Round 1, fight.
I hate when shit pop up on my screen and yeah. You're forever going to be there. It doesn't really matter where you are. Mama, great grandma, I love you. We miss you. And you're alive through your grandparents, through their parents, and through your grandchildren and their children. Let's go ahead and get to it. I know I did a little thingy. I'm going to bring it back up. I might as well. The game, sir, what were you doing? What were you thinking about? If you're not familiar with the story, let me go ahead and do a quick recap. The game got into it with a young lady that was supposed to be on a show that he was doing. I never watched the show. I thought it was stupid. I didn't see any interest for it. Basically, it was a dating show. You know, like the dozens of them where they're trying to match somebody with the celebrity at the end of the day, and they got to go through these contests, and it's like a big ass soap opera week after week with drama. That's pretty much what he was doing. I never watched it. Well, a young lady that he had on the show, I'm taking he had some interest in her, and he wanted to do things beyond the camera. Anything off script. That's what he was on. She agreed to go out with him, even though it wasn't in the contract to do so. He decided that he was going to do it anyway. So he took her out. But when he took her out, what he didn't realize is that his privilege, because of his name and because he's a rapper and all that, he thought he was going to be able to just do whatever the hell he wanted with one of these women, and she wasn't on it. He takes her to the club. He's trying to get touchy-feely with her. She ain't really on that type of time with him. So what he does instead is he inappropriately fondles on her. He lifts up her dress or skirt, starts touching on her. It went left. Fast forward, some time go by. He gets into more shit with her. Gets more disrespectful. There's more going on. It got to the point to where she ended up taking him to court. She filed a suit against him. Now, this is where I laugh at this shit, because I don't know why people like him and Diddy and Beyonce and all these red carpet people think just because they got a name behind them and they're famous that they can't be held accountable for doing goofy shit. She got tired of his stuff. There's a lot of interactions between them that was really uncomfortable. In most cases, like, you'll think, oh, these women are just trying to get him for his money. So they're going to lie and say he did shit that he really didn't do. You know how I go. This wasn't that. Not from my understanding, not from what I've learned. So not only did he fondle and embarrass her in the club, he went to social media and slandered her. It got so bad that she filed a suit against that man. She wanted $7 million from homeboy. I guess he thought he was above the law. Maybe he thought he could scare her out of the lawsuit. Maybe he thought that he could prolong it. Maybe he thought he could avoid it, or he had some privilege over the next person. You black. Let's start there. You are a black man in a world that is predominantly ran by white people. Most of the judges are white. That woman that you touched on, yeah, she's not your skin complexion, sir. But I guess because you're the game and you're from California and you ran with G Unit and you know 50 Cent and all these people, you feel as though, shit, I got an all access pass to touch on whoever I want and say whatever the hell I want to people.
Cut it out.
I'm giving y'all cliff notes. She's basically suing him. He gets served. He knows he's supposed to go. What does he do? He avoids it. He does everything in his power, finds every excuse in the world to avoid going. Oh, I have to have something done to my teeth. Or he just didn't show up. Like, bruh really thought he could just prolong. And my thing is, for anyone who might feel as if he's innocent, or there's a good chance that the things that were accusing or being accused towards him was inaccurate. Well, put it this way, if that was the case and none of it was true, then why didn't you fight it in court? You got lawyers. You got connections, right? You could have easily just beat this. But he did everything in his power not to go to trial. He delayed every trial as much as he could until he couldn't. You know why? Because this dumbass fool, he told the court he had to have surgery. He got a doctor. He got a doctor's note, and he got verification from his dentist. So the court was like, all right, he's telling the truth. We're going to go ahead and give him a pass. But the dumbass nigga, he gets on Snapchat and shit like a couple hours after that. I guess he didn't think he was going to get caught, but they found out that he was living and doing everything that arrogant as I don't get held accountable for my bullshit privilege rich person, semi-rich person would do. He was showing off, he was acting hood, he was acting tough, he was acting as if he was immune to the system. No one can touch him. And they found out about his dumb shit. He found out he was on social media making a fool out of himself, living it up, and they got his ass. So you know what? Your ass is gonna go to court this time. We're not about to delay this. You're going to do this. Ain't gonna be no more. But guess what he does again? Even after he got caught lying or got caught out partying, and they said this time, yeah, you going. He still ends up no showing. They said, fuck it. He don't want to be here. We just gonna go ahead and have the proceedings without him. And as they should. Now, the woman is granted $7.1 million. And obviously, he don't got it. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time the game had a hit? When was the last time the game had any type of music out that was a banger that anybody wanted to listen to? Who's checking for him? Right. I never really liked him as an artist anyway. And the last time I heard about him was because it was controversy. If I'm not mistaken, I spoke on this before a while ago. But I guess apparently he been ducking court trying to avoid her because he knew he was guilty. That's the only explanation. You knew you was dead wrong. And now your ass ain't got a house because they put his house up for sale. He's selling his house for a little over $4 million, and he still owe another $3 million. So now your house is gone, and you still owe that additional $3 million. Where's the money going to come from, brother? You're going to have to sell all your assets. If you really had the bread, you wouldn't even have to come up out your house. That's how I'm looking at it. If he was really rich or wealthy and he was this great businessman, then $7 million. Oh, it's in the bank. I can go ahead and pull that out. But you can't. And why can't you? Unless you have other properties. If you were smart and you invested wisely, then I would assume that you got money laid up somewhere. You absolutely got it put somewhere. Any packages?
I got one. I ain't sitting on the porch.
So as far as I'm concerned, he's guilty. If he really was innocent and he ain't had nothing to do with it, he would have just went to trial and did what he was supposed to do. And you know, the shit that be tripping me out is like, y'all niggas be rich. Y'all be millionaires. Literally. But somehow, some way, y'all always end up squandering all of your wealth. How does that happen? How does that happen? Oh, I know, because you buy shit that you don't need and you splurge. You're paying for sex. That's all you do is pay for women and show off and buy bottles, and you want to flash and you want to flaunt and show off for your entourage, and you want to pay for this, you want to pay for that, but you don't know how to pour into yourself so that the return comes back to you. Y'all don't have whatever your blueprint is absolutely horrible. And to be honest with you, I think a lot of you are like that. I'm thinking about my girl from In Vogue, how she ended up homeless. She's in the car, and I know she's learning the hard way, and God bless her. I hope she comes back better than she is. But a lot of these artists, man, they don't know how to manage their money. And on top of that, they got a lot of shady ass people around them. Money be doing y'all filthy, like really filthy. And I'm looking at it from the perspective of you feel untouchable. Like you can conquer the world with what you got. All you got to do is pull out that black card, and it's like your genie. My wish is your command. You want an Asian woman? Bam. Pull out the plastic. You want to go to Europe? Pull out the plastic. You don't want to work for a year? Pull out the plastic. You want them to clean up your house? Pull out the plastic. But you don't have no type of etiquette with how you spend your funds. You're a trash rapper. You're decent on a good day. You're okay on features, but your music ain't hitting. The last album I think you came out with was garbage. Nobody bought it for real. That shit, like, I'm not joking. His last album was garbage. It was horrible. That show that you tried to put out was terrible. I don't think you're as good of a person that you think you are. You ain't no different than Diddy at all. And I love this for the celebrities and the famous rappers and the famous artists. I love this for all of you because you are all inherently no different than the rest of the mortals that walk up and down these streets on a daily basis. You do the exact same things we do, but you have more access to abuse your desires and lusts. We can only go but so far with ours, but you have the ability to in or reenact your wicked shit, cover it up by paying for it and using others within your circle to help you continue on the crusade of depravity. But you're sloppy. You don't understand that the seeds that you sow will always blossom. They will always take root and grow. The only things that fall to deaf ears and never take root is when you don't listen to wisdom, or you take it in and then you allow it to never take any type of imprint within your spirit. But you absolutely go out here and do whatever you want, feeling like, well, shit, I'm the rapper. I'm the one that's on TV. I'm the one that's doing social media visitations and guest appearances at clubs. I'm the one that's doing these collaborations. I'm the one that's doing these commercials. I'm the one that's getting all of the likes and the reposts and all of the shares and all of this and that. That's me. You worship me. You guys honor me. You guys are the one that's paying for my music. You're the one that's paying for my flights and my food and for my home. We gave you access and gave you power to do what you are doing. If not for the people, you would be another Crip or Blood or whatever the hell you are on the street corner, shooting and killing and robbing people and doing jobs for people that are probably over you. Your mindset is all fucked up. And the reason why I wanted to do this particular story is because I hear and I've seen people cover it. I always see people cover these things, and I'm thinking, are they really going to go in like they should, or are they just going to kind of give you bits and pieces of it? I'm not about to read a bunch of affidavits and court documents. It's not necessary. I heard what I heard. I heard everything I needed. And I feel slighted. I feel cheated out of 20 minutes of my life. I feel disrespected as a black man. You ain't do anything here but a disservice to the community. Alcohol is your master, nigga. Drugs are your master. Women is your master. Your lifestyle is your master. The world owns you. Your cars own you. Your chains own you. Your desires and your lust own you. You're not even the keeper of your own fleshly vessel. But you so dumb and so arrogant that you can't even see that, which is why this broad, well, let me rephrase that. That is, nope, matter of fact, fuck it. That is why she ended up getting $7.1 million of your money. What did you think was going to happen? You were going to be able to avoid what you did? I know you've done it before. I know there's plenty of women out there that were in your presence and you forced yourself on them because of who you think you are. Some might come out and say something. Maybe they won't. She's the one that wasn't playing with you. And you're supposed to be a public figure. You're supposed to be the one with millions of followers and millions of subscribers, and everybody is supposed to be singing and rapping with you and quoting your stuff and highlighting all of your great deeds to society. You are a chameleon. You ain't no better than me or the next person. This is why when translucent men and women speak on us and they use the N-word, this is what they're talking about right here. That's exactly what they're talking about. Yet still, the black community wants to get upset when you hold them accountable for the things that they honor and support and celebrate. You like the music, but but what does the music absolutely represent? What does it talk about? Is it really uplifting for real? Is it soul quenching? Does it heal you? Does it free you mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Does it take you to a better place in life? Does it make you a better role model, a better leader, a better father, a better mother, a better woman? Does it I be really asking serious ass questions, because like, as much as the beat sounds good and all that, what other purpose for the lyrics does it really do? The things that they discuss and rap about is counterintuitive to the life that you want to reflect in all reality. So who's really the idiots here? This man just lost his home because he has no discipline, because street politics supersede godly doctrine. We want to live for the flesh. We don't want to live for God. We don't want Jesus. If he was a man of God, would he have fondled this woman? Would he have grabbed on her chest, lift her skirt up? Would he have gone to the lengths that he did to avoid accountability? He's supposed to be this gangster, tough guy, but he wouldn't go to court and face his accuser for the things that she said he did to her. You're not a man, sir. You do things that represent bits and pieces of manhood, but you are not fully walking within that, because men aren't desperate for women. Men do not focus on women. Men do not molest and inappropriately fondle on someone who is not interested in them. You should come through and take a course. Go check out some of these streams that me and Jason have done. I think you would actually learn some stuff. You can't teach me nothing. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care who you are. My little ass channel still holds more substance than every album that you put out. I don't need to see the world to know that the world is inside of you. See, even though I might not have flown to 60 different countries, I can tell that even with you being able to do it, you still live like you are in California on the corner. I don't even see put it this way. I don't even see the culture in you. I see a culture in you. I don't see the culture in you. And what I mean by that is, if I go to Japan right now, I stay there for 2 weeks, and I come back here, guess what? Because I got a chance to communicate with them people, I got to sit and eat with them, see how they dress, get a different idea of the air, the food, the science, the infrastructures created, the history, I'm going to come back with a better outlook on what I do and maybe take something from there and inseminate it within myself so that when I begin to integrate ideas and move forward into different endeavors, a part of that is going to come with me from my mannerisms and everything. I'm going to have more to talk about than guns, sex, and 50 Cent and fucking. I'm going to be able to talk about why they use chopsticks and why they have their homes built a certain way. And this, I'm going to be able to talk about things that actually provide more value to a discussion when I'm sitting around people who could elevate me and bring me more opportunities. But see, you are so indoctrinated with how you grew up. It don't really make a difference how much money you got wherever you go. When I see you on camera, you're still the same person. You the same nigga that was over here with Snoop Dogg and them. You ain't bring nothing back here. And you done been all over the world and you still the same person. And you add further on to the stereotypes and the stigmas. You make it harder for us to show that our intellect is on par with the rest of society. Everybody has had their opinions on this. I tell you right now, my perspectives go deeper. I'm a deep thinker. I don't want to just peel one layer back. I want to get to the core of the onion. You was never really like that, brother. You got lucky. And the blessings that you got, you blew them. You blew them and abused them with your desires and your lust and your needs. You got played. That's exactly what happened. You absolutely got played, brother. It is what it is. What? Did you thought you was Triple H? You thought you had it all figured out? You understood the science? Did you think for 1 second that you could do what you do? Nothing was going to come from it, positive or negative. Not even going to say you didn't do anything positive. But I'm going to even question whether or not your positives were based on you genuinely wanting to do it for the right reasons or not. That's another trick of the enemy right there. And I ain't fooled by it. A person to say they're a good person, and to us, it's like, oh, they donated to charity. Oh, they had a charity event, a sporting celebrity charity event. That's good for the community. How? How's it good for the community? What about what the real intentions behind them celebrity games? What they really meant, what they were really about? Yeah, tax write-offs, smuggling, trafficking. This is a good way to cover up some illegal shit that you're doing, but you mask it like it's a positive thing that you're doing, and then you set up paparazzi all around the event and to make it look like it's this, but then off camera, like 20 feet away from him, you sneaking drugs in from whatever and all that. Like, come on, man. I know what's up. Y'all be tripping though. Y'all really be on it. Y'all for the longest time, y'all swear up and down these people are what we inspire to be. What you should be inspiring to be is the best version of you. The best version of you is worth 20 of him. His house gone. I don't know who's about to get it. I tell you what though, in some weird way, if I had the money, I would buy it just because. I would buy it just because. And then I would show you what to do with $7.1 million. Diddy, I would show you what to do with 85, what was it, $850 million? I would absolutely show you what to do with it. Because clearly you don't know what to do with your money. That's what needs to happen. And I get the feeling that this is a year where the people are about to find out what it looks like when you invest in the right ways. Because that ain't it, sir. You got that Popeye the Sailor Man, one eye Kano thing going on. And maybe these chicks ain't really into you like that. And you gotta force yourself on these women for them to like you or be attracted to you. Absolutely corny. The shows are corny. The women for even entertaining the shows are corny. And I just wanted to make sure y'all didn't think this was a biased type of a segment. I got the same energy for the guys, for the women. The problem here is this guy is supposed to be inspiring people, and he ain't inspiring nobody other than when you do shit like that, you're really just saying, well, if the game can do it, then all I need to do is become a rapper, make a lot of money, and then I can treat these women the same way that he did, and it's okay. That's ultimately what I got from him. Excusing behaviors. Ladies, I'm going to tell you something. The world is lying to you. Your friends are lying to you. Social media is lying to you. If it was okay to be a hoe, why do so many people have HIV? If it was okay to be a hoe, why do y'all have kids by the same guy? Why do you look 60 years old at 25? Why do you hate men? Why do you act like a dude? Why are you overweight and unhealthy and depressed and popping pills? if being a hoe was okay, why are you sleeping with 14 and 15-year-old boys? Why are you selling your body and your pride and your femininity to lay with a man who never knew you? Chris Brown don't know you. 50 Cent don't know you. Leonardo DiCaprio don't know you. But you willing to risk it all for these people. Social media is a walking testimony. Think about it. The game, his testimony is, I made it. I got addicted to this lifestyle. I chose a side. I rode the wave, the smoking, the drinking, the partying, the shooting, the selling, the poisoning the community, the threesomes, the having multiple kids, the wars going back and forth on wax, all that. I rode the wave. I chose the side that I wanted to be on. And you know what he got in return for all of that glitz and glamour? He got his house took. And he likes to put his hands on women when he can't get what he wants. That's his testimony. Because a lot of you want to be like him. Oh, I'm going to be smarter than he was. I'm not going to do what he did. You sure about that? If you rap about death and you rap about violence, what do you think is going to happen? Your words bring life or death. So what you speak out of your mouth, you speak into existence. He's not the only testimony. There's more. Women sharing their stories about how they contracted STDs. Stories about husbands unaliving their wives in the cabin and then putting them in their body parts in different parts of whatever community he drove 150 miles away for. Stories about pastors abusing the system. Stories about older women wishing they would have not been so hard-hearted when they were younger. Now they wish that they could reverse all. There's a testimony for every poor decision that we made, and thanks to social media, we get to see the highlights of all of your mistakes. Why do you think it's such a big market for discussion? Everything that I see Diddy do, Diddy dumb, Diddy. Everything I see him and Jay-Z and him doing, I look at it like, all right, I know based on Jaguar Wright talking and Candace Owens talking and Piers Morgan and all these people breaking down these cases, and I'm like, damn, y'all as you would think with all the money, y'all wouldn't be in so much shit, but you're in the most stuff. I look at it like I'm grateful that I never made it to that point in life quickly. Because if I would have got that type of lifestyle 15, 20 years ago, I would have been just like them. Or 21 Savage, or one of these young YNs that y'all want to call YNs. I would have been one of them. And they ain't here because of their music, because of their lyrics. Testimonies. Pop Smoke, testimony. XXX, testimony. Your exes, testimonies. Your former friends, testimonies. All of them are testimonies. Blueprints. I would think at some point, like, damn, why do all these famous people always end up being the ones to get the money? Why do they always get chosen to have like this special life where they ain't got to worry about bills and this? Why is it always them? Until I start seeing the testimonies. Robbed, shot at, killed. Someone betrayed them. They get trolled and harassed all day, every day. It's always something. And then you look deeper into it and you realize that the character of that man and that woman that y'all really be fixated on, it don't even measure up to the wealth that they have in their account. To me, they're poor. They're just poor people that have access to more opportunities. Then he ain't no better. He ain't no different than my man's up and down the street that's selling his stuff, he ain't even trying to do shit. He just like to do it because it's quick, it's easy, and he's stuck. He doesn't even have a real plan or goal. This is going into the latter part of the year. I'm going to show people how you're supposed to spend your money, what you're supposed to invest in. I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do with your influence. I'm going to show you what your content is supposed to represent and what it's supposed to look like. You don't have to be stuck following after a trend because 1.7 million people like and comment on their stuff. Just because they like and comment on their stuff don't mean that they living right. Oh, you want another testimony? Cardi B. Cardi B is another living testimony. Y'all sit up there and defend her and kiss her ass all day. Her household is broken. Her body is modified. She robbed dudes and drugged dudes. She can't even keep a man. The man that she's supposed to be with, she ain't with. Y'all think because of the position she has that makes her someone to get advice from? truth be told, I don't think none of y'all respect her for real, for real. You like her because your desires, your lust towards her makes you accept her. If you removed your horny ass attitude, if y'all wasn't thinking with y'all vaginas and y'all dick, and you wasn't turned on by her, all you was left with is her personality, you wouldn't fuck with her. That shit that she got on social media is a reflection of who she is. But you supersede all of the negatives because of her infused backside and the fillers she got in her lips and all that. She ain't with Offset. She letting other dudes nut in her while she pregnant with that man kid. I ain't blah 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 blah. I ain't blah 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 blah. I ain't blah 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 blah. I ain't blah blah blah. Tell me blah 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 blah. That's her. I couldn't listen to that shit all day. The guy she with now ain't about to be there very long. She got kids by multiple celebrities or famous people, and in y'all minds that shit is a win because she's with another person who is wealthy. But there's nothing successful about a broken home with multiple men semen deposited into your DNA, which will sit there for X amount of weeks, months, and years. There's nothing sexy or smooth or attractive about any of that shit. So yes, it's everything on the internet is a testimony. Absolutely. It's I look at Cardi B and how she talks and carry herself, and I'm like, man, if I ever walk or run into a woman who act like her or talk like her or think like her, I'm going in the opposite direction. I'm not about to sit here and entertain that. You're not about to fuck my generation up. You are not about to destroy my lineage with your stupid ass modern era behavior and attitude. We're not about to sit up here and do that. That's not happening whatsoever. You must be out of your fucking mind. Cardi B is not a elementary school teacher. The game is not a principal. You ain't about to sit up here and put the game in a 1-2 hour lecture with broken men and let him talk to you about how to overcome and do this and do that. Everything that man speaks on in his lyrics contradicts the shit that he say out his mouth. His testimonies are living proof on the internet every day for all to see. The recklessness, the sheer carelessness and callousness of his behaviors tell you exactly who he is and what he represents and whose side he's on. I wouldn't be a fool to follow behind that. This man groped inappropriately, did things towards a woman that didn't want the advances. He used his power and his position to force himself on her. She wasn't going to be one of the women who just walked away from it. She called him out, and your leader decided to run away from the smoke. Court after court after court, trial after trial after trial. He avoided all of them. He didn't want to face her. He didn't want to deal with that. You telling me that's somebody that knows how to properly manage a family? That's someone who knows how to manage a fellowship. That's someone who knows how to communicate with rebellious kids and rebellious men. That's someone who knows how to build communities with his wealth. Absolutely not. If we're going to be transparent and honest here, what is happening to him is happening to him because of the decisions that he made in his own personal space in life. You chose the world, and you thought that your money was going to get you through to the very end. That you could just walk through every single door that was locked and partake of whatever you want. Instead of building your home, ensuring that you married the woman that was ordained for you so that your family would be fruitful in the right way, so they wouldn't be spread all over the city. One day ended up meeting each other, finding out that they're family. You did things the way that you wanted to do them. And in the end result, this is what you got from it. So you can't tell me nothing. I don't need to go to London to know that I have more common sense than you. You go all over the world and you still act ignorant. You still act like a stereotype. You still contribute to the reasons why these people think we ignorant. All we know how to do is fuss and fight. You ain't nobody but a addition to the problems that we face on a regular basis. And I ain't got no sympathy for you whatsoever. Quite frankly, there's no envy here, but the money that you were blessed with was wasted. All that fame, all that notoriety, a waste. You, Jay-Z, all of them, waste. The money, all that shit that was poured onto you, y'all ain't do nothing with it. I'm gonna show you though. I'm gonna show you exactly what to do with it. I'm gonna show you how to spend it. I'm gonna show you where to invest. I'm gonna show you who should be in charge of doing this and doing that. I'm gonna show you how and what it looks like to have a happy home, what it looks like to have a consistent pattern of healthy behavior. I will show you, Game. I will show you, Sean Combs. I will show you, Jennifer Lopez, how you're supposed to walk, how you're supposed to greet people, how you're supposed to treat folks that show love and support to you. I will show you personally how you're supposed to conduct yourself as an adult male. I got you. I got you. It's not difficult. And actually, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. You know, because where I used to be envious, I see clearer. See, your attitude and the way you treat your audience, your viewers, your fans, the people who put money in your pockets, the way that you treat them, the way that you treat your loved ones, the way that you carry yourself on the internet for the world, your interviews on Vlad TV, TMZ, your music, the way that you displayed yourself over the decades that I've been here, I got a chance to sit back. I got a chance to watch you on BET. I got a chance to see some of your movies. I got a chance to be a part of the controversy that you were involved in. I got a chance to read the comments of the people who are angry, who are discouraged, who are trying to defend you. The audience and the fans that admire you and worship you and admonish you for the wrong reasons, that treat you like you're a god. I got a chance to see what happens when people are manipulated under this guise that you are a prophet, or you're offering them salvation, or you're offering them an opportunity to be something, knowing that you're really suppressing them and being the factor in their demise. Thank you. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I don't lie about this when I say this. You showed me what I didn't want to be, what I want to stay away from. And the fact that I have to take the harder road to get there, I am very proud of that. I don't want nobody here that's going to be under the assumption that I'm going to lie or be political for you to be here. It's not going to happen. We all fucked up and did things in this world that got us in situations like the game is right now. Maybe not on this level, but I would tell you, I done lost damn near everything because of being a part of this world. You guys were just the ones that were cocky enough to air out your business before everybody. And now that Diddy is doing what he is doing, and there's a list of names on there that further prove my point. Got hid behind your name, and you mishandled the people. You mishandled your money. You mishandled your blessings. You took them blessings and you did dark and disgusting things with them. You're not even who you were before the lifestyle. You're not even that kid anymore. You're an entirely different entity. So if I have to take the slower route and I got to drop 1 million times a day and I got to go live every single day and I got to continuously beat this and repeat this, and so be it. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with not being popular. I'm cool with not being liked. I'm cool with people disagreeing with me. I know I don't have to respond. I know I can keep it pushing. I'm not about to allow your mistakes to be my mistakes. $7 million. You just lost a house. That if I was you, I got to where I got to doing bullshit, but God gave me enough grace to stop what I was doing and then change my trajectory and then leave this alone. I would have absolutely have done that. Not you though. Nah. You want to still be in the world and still benefit from the blessings that came from the source of either the world or from the creator himself. But if you're partaking of the blessings that came from the world, then you're going to get the world payback. The world paid you, or they gave you a loan. Now you got to pay it back. This is what you have to do to pay it back. That's exactly how I'm looking at it. So yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool on it, brother. I got $1 in my account, sir. But I'm still never ever going to put or forcefully put my hands on a female because she doesn't like me. I will never put my hands on a woman forcefully or with any intentions of instilling fear into her so that she would give me some type of play. Yeah. I'm not rich, but through Christ himself, if it's for me, I will have it. And when that day comes, matter of fact, forget that. Forget the day coming. The day is already here. I got you covered. You ever want to sit down and have a convo? We'll talk. It's not going to be the type of conversations that you have with people who kiss your ass, because I'm not about to do it. We'll talk, though. Let's talk. Let's really talk. Let's talk about what you really did to get to where you are. And are you remorseful for the decisions that you make? Let's talk about why you decided to be in that lifestyle and why you didn't want to turn away from it and you wanted to stay in it, but proclaim that you were something else that you weren't. Let's talk about that. I don't want to talk about albums. I don't want to talk about none of that. Let's talk about why you put your hands on a female that you shouldn't have had no business touching in the first place. Right. And it goes for the ladies as well. You're not about to see me taking videos and pictures of me getting on and off an airplane going everywhere. You're not about to see me up in no big ass mansion showing you my crib and how I bought $20 million worth of jewelry. I will forever, and you can note this, I will forever wear $3 chains. I will never spend over $20 on a necklace. Y'all can have it. Keep your pride, keep your ego. Go ahead and look good for everybody else. I don't give a shit about that. As long as it look nice on me, I'm cool. I'm handsome either way. I don't need the validation. I don't need you to like my shoes or my outfit. What? Look at all the testimonies on YouTube and on Twitter and on Facebook. Look at all the testimonies. People getting robbed for their shit. People getting set up for their shit. People getting coveted for it. Nope. My chains, every chain you see me wear on any of these live streams, Temu, $3, $4, $5. So good luck. You're not going to get much. I'm going to show you how to spend money. I'm going to show you how to show love to the people who show love to you. I'm going to show you how to communicate with the people who communicate with you. When they comment under your post, you respond back. You talk to your people. You don't ignore them. When they pour into your GoFundMes and they invest 20, 30, 40 minutes of their time into your life, you pour back into them. Show interest in something. You're not going to get to everybody, but give effort. Let them know, I see you. I'm watching. You're ungrateful. You and the rest of them, all of you are ungrateful. And that's exactly why you're in the position you are now. You took what you got. You abused it. You got too accustomed to a lifestyle. You lost any humility that you had left. And you went on with your day. That's how a lot of men and women are. As soon as you get a taste of success, as soon as you get a taste of promise, and people start noticing you, and people start appreciating you, you start forgetting and start getting snooty and bougie. I can't stand y'all motherfuckers. I don't like you. I don't hate nobody. I just don't like the attitude. I don't like the I think I'm better than people shit. Y'all be out here spending $1,500 on Chris Brown pictures and shit like that. Ruining y'all relationships and y'all marriages and all that shit over a fucking picture with a dude who ain't no different than somebody that's around the way. He can dance and he can sing. I know people who can dance and sing. So where's the logic? I'm cool. I'm cool on that, Mr. Game, sir. You played a horrible game, a very horrible game, and I understand that you got consumed and you got played out of your position. Just like most of you. And like I said, it's because of your idiocy and your lack of humility that I know where all of the pitfalls are. I know who to avoid. I know who not to talk to. I know who not to do business with. I'm better off sticking to the 2 or 3 people that I work with on a regular basis, even if it's just me doing it myself. I would rather just keep it right there and build like that. I don't have no need to conform or alter my lifestyle or my my flow, my content, or any of what I'm doing so that it will adjust or be acquiesced to your way of finding entertainment. I'm not about to sit up here and pop lock and break dance and crunk and all that shit just so people will get the message. SM, what happened was the game had a TV show. On the TV show, there was a young lady that he was attracted to. He invited the young lady to go somewhere with him beyond the contractual agreement. She agreed. They went to a club. At the club, he made advances at her. Within the advances, she denied him. He aggressively forced himself on her, lifted her skirt up, fondled her inappropriately. Fast forward through the entire thing, there was arguing back and forth. There was words that were traded between the two. She got tired. She felt like she needed to do something about what he had going on towards her specifically. And she took him to court. She takes him to court. He disrespects the court. He disrespects the judges. He avoids trial. He avoids multiple trials. He makes excuses for not going on any of the trials. The last time he tried to avoid it, he told them, I have to have some things going on with my dental stuff. His dentist supported his alibi. The judge said, all right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and delay this trial again. But guess what? The game decided that an hour to 2 hours later, after the judge said, all right, we're going to put a halt to it, the game ends up on Snapchat partying, taking pictures or whatever you do on Snapchat. The judge finds out that he out here living his best life, even though he just told them that he was having surgery done. They demanded that he go to court. He refused to show up for court again. And guess what happened? Because he didn't show up, they had the trial without him. So they had the trial without him. The judge awarded the victim $1.3 million in punitive damages and another $7 million on top of that. Another 6, I'm sorry. So he ends up out of $7.1 million. Ultimately, it cost him his house, his mansion. So the judge sells his mansion. That's what happened. He lost the case because he was arrogant and, you know, he thought he was just above the law. They sent his ass on his way. Then basically my whole point of this stream was, you ain't bigger than nobody, you ain't above nobody, and you just found out the hard way. That's the bottom line to it. This shit been dragged for months. I know months for certain. Probably a year or so too. No, I'm dead serious. He was avoiding trials, avoiding them. He just kept on making excuses for not showing up. And then it was just like, well, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to go ahead and do this without you. You don't want to be here. And that's my thing. I keep saying it. Y'all swear up and down these rappers and these singers and these people are just like the greatest folks in the world. And the whole time, they just as fucked up as we are, if not worse. He ain't no better than the next person at all. He's not a man to me. He's irresponsible. And I used to look at these people and I would be jealous to a certain extent. I mean, shit. We down here scratching, scraping to survive on these little checks that by the end of the next week, your money gone, and then you got to repeat the cycle over and over and over again. You got to pick up an extra job. Your body is fucked up. You're worn out. You don't get no sleep. But you got to do it because the government don't give a shit about that. They don't care about none of it. All they want their money. That's all they want. And people like him, they just come into it. They got that lifestyle. They got houses and they don't even have families. They just living in these houses, or they just have the house just to have the house. Y'all spending $15,000 a month on property taxes and all that shit. For what? And then I realized, like, what am I envious for? And in all reality, because I'm not forcing myself on no woman. If you don't want to give me none, you don't want to give me none. If you ain't interested, you ain't interested. I'm cool. I keep it pushing. And like, quite frankly, I do not desire to have multiple partners. I want my wife. I want that one. I'm cool on everything else. But you know, this is their lifestyle and their decisions and choice. This is what they prefer. So nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'll continue on my own path and own journey, giving my own perspectives, sharing my own thoughts and points of views on things that I'm noticing. You can like it, you don't have to like it. You can watch, you don't have to watch. That's totally up to you. But I will show you, I will gladly show you how to spend your money. I will be the wealthiest broke person you ever seen in your life. Facts. And I'm not staying in this country. I'm out of here. I'm not staying in the United States of America. I spent enough of my lifetime here. I'm cool. I done seen enough. It's time for me to evolve into something else. I want to experience other cultures, other elements. I want to experience and live life beyond the racism, all that other stuff. I'm just trying to tell you, y'all wasted y'all blessings. You spent most of your careers spending money to hide your hands. In order for you to keep making money, you had to keep on stepping on people. You had to keep on disrespecting people. You had to keep on sabotaging people to maintain your lifestyle, making deals behind people's backs and except I ain't gotta do all that. I won't. No. I want people to see God in me. I can't live like that if that's the mission. You ain't nowhere near an example or inspiration. If I had any type of admiration towards him, it's been gone. You sitting up here rapping about dead homies and this, that, and third, and you doing this type of shit. You know how many stories we done covered in the last month about racism and hypothetical racism. The video I just did yesterday where the white woman and the other one was like, nigga this, nigga that, nigga. What? And you on that type of shit, you already know that those are the ones that are watching the closest, and you want to pull that type of stuff, you make us look bad. That's cool. That's cool. That's the problem. This is the problem right there. And in fact, shit, don't even do that. Support me because I tell the truth. Because I'm saying the shit that everybody else wants to say. Support me because people need to hear it. I ain't say they wanted to hear it. I said because they need to hear it. There's a difference. I don't like being told certain shit all the time, but I need to hear it. Crashing out. Y'all be so invested in these people that you try to become these people. And then you become living testimonies on social media yourself. I tell y'all what. Scroll down your social media. Scroll down your Twitter, your Facebook, wherever you frequent. Scroll down and tell me. And matter of fact, count how many times you come across a story where a woman is bitter and scorned, got into a fight, someone got raped, someone got shot, someone got killed, somebody got manipulated, somebody got cheated on, somebody lost money, somebody got lied to, somebody got... Count how many times you come across that shit. All testimonies. All of them. I digress. Don't worry. Everything is going to get rectified and corrected in due time. Because you do have other content creators out here, man, that are on the same pathway that I'm on. And they're probably further ahead than I am. And they respect you. To the people that are watching, there's people out here with small channels like myself that actually respect your opinions. They welcome your opinions. They want to interact with you. They want to show love to the people. They want to help educate people. They have pure intentions. They're not here trying to gaslight you. There are small channels like me all over YouTube. Give them a shot. Check them out. Show them some love. I guarantee you will get more out of them than you're going to get out of the people that you follow with the blue checks. You're going to get more out of them than you're going to get from Rihanna and ASAP Rocky and all them people. It's time to start investing in things and people that pour back into us. Pour into people who are pouring into you. If they're not pouring into you, then why are you even entertaining it at all? They're just wasting your time. And we don't have much of it. It's very short. Like I was just 7, 8 years old. I'm 40. I was watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. Now I'm up here sitting red pill content, Netflix, Stranger Things. Donald Trump is the president twice. You get no respect over here, brother. The game. You didn't know how to play it this time, sir. I don't even think this is going to humble you, for real, for real. Hopefully it does. $7 million is a lot of money. I wouldn't even be working anymore with $7 million. You done. You're done. This would have been different if you was fighting the case. I could see if you were in trial, then you say, I'm gonna stand up for this. Nah, you're not about to just do this to me. You didn't even fight it. Which means you absolutely are guilty. You don't avoid trials 5-6 times and then your defense is I was intimidated. One of them excuses he gave, he felt intimidated about going to trial in Chicago. He didn't feel safe. Mm-hmm. Is that right? Okay. Well, do you, sir? You got some things to figure out. You got a lot to consider. You have a lot to make up for. I don't know how your peers and your supports team, I don't know how they look at you. I don't know if they're going to treat you the same. I don't know if they're going to ostracize you. Probably not. But if they anything like you, I don't want nothing to do with them either. They can all go with you. As far as I'm concerned, you ain't nobody. Most of you celebrities are nobody to me. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Y'all continue to show us more and more why we should not be wasting our time and energy on you. That's what you do. Keep on putting all of your dirty business up here. Keep on getting exposed. Keep on showing us why we shouldn't be jealous and envious and what to stay away from. Because knowledge is power. Hold on.
It takes a wolf to catch one. You understand?
I gotta remix it.
To protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch one. You understand?
I want to say thank you to everybody who was in attendance. I don't know where you're from. I don't know where you're watching from, but happy Mother's Day to everybody in the building. I hope you have a blessed week. I hope you are safe on the road. I will be back tomorrow. I have a upload around 1 o'clock tomorrow. I talk about social media etiquette. If you're curious about that one, I think a lot of people are curious about that one. You might want to tap in because a lot of y'all are rude as hell. Y'all don't know how to be anything other than, I don't know what the fuck you want to call that shit. But I covered damn near everything about it. So it's optional. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the button. Let the algorithm know that I'm here. Either way, I'm still going to be in these people's faces anyway. It's not going to matter if anyone do it or not. I'm still going to be talking my shit. I'm still going to be uploading and uploading and uploading until they get the fucking picture that I ain't going nowhere. But it would be nice to get a small gesture, you know. It's free, it don't cost much. But we got a lineup all this week, so tap in. I'll definitely be Lord willing back up here spinning the block. Y'all enjoy the rest of our evening. If you message me or leave me any comments or questions or anything on any of the videos, I respond. I ain't bougie. Y'all enjoy your evening.